Welcome to Breaks and Clicks, guys. Today's slightly different video. First of all, remember that if you like, subscribe and turn on notifications for a channel, you can win 3 packs of the 2024 Trick or Trade booster packs. So we're going to be announcing that towards the end of September. The reason for the video today is we are going to be looking at some grade-ins. So we've sent off some grade-ins to Ace before. Our favourite artworks. We've sent off some grade-ins to Pokégrade as well. And today I'm going to go through the cards that we're going to send off to PSA. So obviously we're based in the UK, just to the south. So PSA based in the States, so they're going to be going a little bit further if you like. But these are the cards that we're going to be sending off, and we'll see what we can expect to get. So the first card we're going to send off is from Paradox Rift, and it's Porygon. Okay, so this is a very clean card. Looked it over. I think to the edges it's a little bit narrow on the right hand side there. It's not going to come back as a 10, but the artwork is really smart. The card itself ungraded is worth around about £6. If it did come back as a 10, which I'm not expecting, then you'd be looking around about £60. The next card we're going to be sending is Pheasantipity from Shrouded Fable. The card in itself on its own would be worth around about £6. If it came back as a PSA 10, you're looking around about £100. So this is one of the top pulls from Shrouded Fable. The third card is Charizard EX from Obsidian Flames. The card itself, around about £20. If it came back as a PSA 10, you're looking around about £100, maybe just a tiny little bit under. We've already got one of those graded, and so we're going to send off for a second one. Next card we're going to send away is the Charizard EX, again from Obsidian Flames. You can see it's slightly narrow this side. The card itself is around about £10, and if it came back as a PSA 10, it would be around about £60. My favourite card that we're sending away is Ninetales. So Ninetales is also from Obsidian Flames. This card, as it stands, is worth around about £10. If it came back as a PSA 10, we're looking around about 120. A little bit concerned with how narrow it is on the right hand side again, but it's a stunning card, so we'll get that graded. I've never sent an energy card off to be graded before. What we are going to do though is we're going to send off this basic metal energy, again from Shrouded Fable. The card itself is around about £15, and if it came back as a PSA 10, you'd be looking near on £100. So again, slightly narrow on the right hand side, but better than the others. Okay, I'm going to be sending 2 Cleffers off. Now, I don't know how to differentiate between the two, so I'm just going to send them both off and see what happens. Both cards look in fairly good condition. Centering's okay. Centering is better on this one than this one. So you'll notice on the right hand side, this card is a little bit narrower than this one. But both cards look clean on the front. There's a little bit of a mark there, but that's actually on the cover rather than the card itself. So they're going to be sent off. That's from Obsidian Flames. The cards themselves worth around about £7 each. If they came back as a PSA 10, they're worth £80. One of them has a chance of a 10. I think the other one's probably a 9. Now this artwork is amazing. I love this. So this is the Tapu Koko EX. The Tapu Koko EX is from Paradox Rift. The card itself is £20. If it came back as a PSA 10, you're looking around about £110. The artwork there is very cool. Quite centered, maybe a tiny little bit narrow here on the right hand side again, but not enough that would affect the grading of the card. And I've had a look very closely at all of the edges, and it looks in good condition, so quite excited to see what would happen with that one. Next one we've got is the Garchomp EX. So the Garchomp EX is also from Paradox Rift. You're looking at the card value of around about £5, and a PSA 10, if it came back as a PSA 10, would be around about £50. You know, that is more centered than some of the others. Maybe a little bit thick here, a little bit thin here. No damage to the card. So we'll see what that comes back as. Like I said, that could be up to £50. This is really nice. Okay, so this is the Ranunculus. Okay, this is from Temporal Forces. The card itself worth around about £5. If it came back as a PSA 10, looking around about 50. Tiny little bit narrow here on the left, but the card itself in good condition, and it's fairly well centered at the back as well. Can't see any marks on the back. Just to let you know what I do when I send cards off, so we put them in the sleeves, and then on the back I put one of these little tabs and then just slide it into the other cover. And the reason I do that is because when it gets there, all I need to do is pull the slab off. They don't have to fiddle around too much with the actual card itself. Touching it obviously as little as possible. So yeah, this one, card for £5. If it came back as a PSA 10, £50. Being sent away purely because the artwork is really nice. The final card I'm going to be sending off is the Pidgeot EX. Okay, so this is from Obsidian Flames, and you're looking around about a card value of £10. If it came back as a PSA 10, we're looking around about 80. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be looking at sending those off within the next 5 to 7 days. We'll send them on a turnaround of around about a month, and then what I'll do is I'll do a video later on in the month, just letting you know what the response was. We can go through the grading and discuss our thoughts. But just a reminder, if you like, subscribe. And turn on notifications to the channel. We are giving away 3 packs of 3 Trick or Trade booster packs in time for Halloween. Thanks for watching.